Okay. People are probably wondering what the hell is going on. Just random going live. Shit's getting crazy. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can't... Oh, here we go. Control room. All right, there we are. Control room. No idea how many people are watching this right now because I just decided to do this for the hell of it. So let's pop out this chat so I can see everyone. If anyone is here, that's okay. If not... And yeah, so we're just pretty much going to be working on Complex D, which originally was Building D, but we're not really sure what's going on here. It does look like it might be a complex though, so we're going to build one because that's what we're going to do. So yeah, some of you are probably going to watch this after the fact, but that's pretty much what we're gonna do here. So let me pull this up on my other screen so that I can yeah, so that I can make sure that everything is good. Hello, welcome. Okay. So here we are. I have a composite map that I'm not going to show you the entirety of because it's got some stuff that is unpublished, but this is sort of what we're looking at here. This is a weird thing. Here's Building D, what we thought was Building D, but looking at the magnetometry map, there's a lot of stuff that's in here. It's very dense and it's very blocky, very square. So instead of just building D, we're going to actually build it as a complex. So I started already on this and I figured, you know, I'd kind of just do a live thing so you guys can all check this out. But anyway, so far what I've got is I've got a floor. So that's fun. I've got this, which here, if I turn this off, you got this long sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, sort of this weird little building here. And you've got these roads that come up this way. And you have one road that sort of ends right about here. And then this road coming down this way ends right about here. So we're thinking there might be a big old plaza right here and then an opening that goes into this area here where we think there might be a complex. And so if you're coming up this road on your chariot, maybe you park your chariot here. So I currently have them labeled as stables. So that's what we're going to do. Now this is all just going to be a just sort of a what the gaming industry calls gray boxing. This isn't going to be gray. It's going to actually be textured later on. But this is just sort of the basic shapes that are going to go in here so that we can have an idea of what's going on and a good feel for what's going on. So for right now, I'm just going to do a Boolean operator on that. And then if I go to boop, there we go. We got our little stables. And if I turn the floor back on, well, there we go. There's our stables. So that's kind of cool. Now I got to figure out what the hell is going on here. And what the hell is going on here. I think we're just going to go with buildings. I hate to say it, but I think that's pretty much all we're going to do here. We're just going to do blocky buildings. I think this is going to stay as a plaza. So I think, yeah, we'll just do a big honking building right here, a big old building right here, maybe, or maybe big building here and like a little, I don't know, something. Let's see. I'm looking at the magnetometry map, which I might be able to put that up on the screen. Let me see if I can add that. I don't know if I can or not. Oh, I might be able to. Yes. Let's see here. It's what I like to call the gray map. And I want to see if it will allow me. It will. Okay, give me 2 seconds and I'll pull up the gray map so you guys can see it too. Well, at least what I'm working with. It's the magnetometry map. And it... Here it is. Ew. Yeah, okay, that's still a little too big. that's huge. Let's reshape that, shall we? It needs to be smaller. So let's go like, yeah, about like that. That's probably way too small, but that's okay. That's okay. So anyways, that is the map that I'm going off of. So up in the corner over here. Up in the corner over here. I don't know if you can see it or not. But yeah, that's basically the map that we're going for. Question is, where is this? This is the island of Mitrou. So this is in central Greece, in the Euboean Strait. This is actually part of my thesis, my master's thesis. What we are shooting for is we are shooting for a virtual reconstruction of the island and the settlement. I already have a big chunk that is sort of already done right now, which I haven't shown on the channel because, again, there's stuff that's on there that's not published, and that stuff is going to be published, but I got to figure out how to turn those things off so I can show you what I got until that stuff is published. There's also some sensitive stuff on there as well, so I got to figure out how to turn that off to show you guys what I've been working on. But anyways, this is a virtual reconstruction. The idea is that I'm going to reconstruct the Middle Helladic settlement and then the Late Helladic settlement. So it's going to be the Middle Helladic 2 and the Late Helladic 1. So you're looking at like, I don't know, like 16th century or so. But it's a huge difference between Middle Helladic and Late Helladic. Late Helladic is when we see a lot of the elites showing up and they start putting in these massive buildings and they change the landscape. We think to sort of tell everybody who's in charge is the basic idea. So, oh, good. I'm glad you can see the map. Okay, so that's what I'm working with the magnetometry. And actually, in the sort of eastern side of that map, about midway down in the, I don't know if you can read the numbers or not, but R9 through R13 and then R10 through R14 and R17 through R19 is really what I'm going for. So it's this square right here. So I can zoom out just a little bit more without giving too much away. Actually, I can zoom out a lot more so you can kind of see what we got going on. So this is where we're at. So anyways, yeah, so I'm just going to get right back into it. So these green lines are pulled off of the magnetometry. However, I don't really trust them that much. They're good. They're really good. Because the lady who was doing it is actually really good at what she does. But to make this simple, because we're just getting the basic shapes in for right now. It'll be later we do the actual detailing and stuff like that. So we're just doing basic shapes for right now. So we got the stables in. And, you know, even though I literally just said we were going to do only basic stuff, I'm still going to add in some posts because I can't help myself, I guess. So here, this is basically how I do this stuff. So cylinder, pull this up. These guys here, we're going to do, whoops. This one here, we're going to do, yeah, that looks pretty good. Whoops. What? Oh, Z is the other one. Okay, so Z's got to be 4, I guess. Gonna be too tall, right? Yeah, too tall. Okay, that's fine. 2.1. Let's go with 2.1. All right. And that is massive. That's way too big. So we need to go even smaller. So let's go 0.1. And we're gonna go with 0.1. Yeah, that's good enough. And we're just gonna take that and we're gonna move it right. Actually, no, we'll do right smack dab in the middle. Right smack dab in the middle, which is like right about there. And then copy paste. Put this one here. That looks good. Copy paste. Put that one. Oop. Oh no, what just happened? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so we do about like that, yeah? How's that look? Yeah, that looks pretty good. They're sticking up out of the top, but that's okay. Let's do a couple more. So we're gonna do copy and paste. We're going to shift that one here. Blech, that does not look good. That needs to be, okay, whatever. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Wow, this is a really weird. Yeah, do about like that. Copy, paste. About like that. Copy, paste. These are going to be way out of whack. Copy, paste. These are going to be atrocious. Yeah, look at them. They're all over the place. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. Okay, this is dumb. We're not doing that. That's just going to create headaches. We're just going to delete all those. We're just not going to do that. No. No, I'm not doing that. I'll do that later, of course, when I do the final thing. Yeah, we'll do some pillars in there and stuff for the stables, but I'm not doing that. Especially not for you know, this little bit that I'm doing now. So okay. So let's go ahead and add another cube. And let's get this building? It looks like it's got like a bit of a porch, so we're going to do a building with a porch, and then we're going to do another building with a porch. And we're going to, and it looks like there's a wall that goes that way. What do we got? Let me see here. Yeah, that's what that looks like. Okay. Okay. Looks like there's a wall here too that they excavated. Yeah, let's go ahead and we're just gonna do this. Scooch that out a bit. Scooch that out a bit, about like that. Good enough. Again, this is not super detailed. This is just to get shapes in. So if I actually let's go a little bit wider. Oop, that's longer. Yep, that too. I mean, eventually we would need that, but we do want it to be a little wider. Thank you. Okay. And then you get to see all the fun stuff here, which is this, and we take this, and then we go here. We go like this, and I just grab this, and okay, my magnet's not on, so we're good. And I just go like that, and then I come over here, and I do the same thing. Just not like that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, like that. And then there we go. Wait, is this the... Oh, this is the other map. Okay. Here I was worried about showing you guys stuff I shouldn't be showing you, but I'm using the different maps, so we're actually pretty good, so I can show you the rest of the map. Okay, so let's make this... Okay, so this part of building D was 8 meters high, so I mean, we're going to do that here again. All of this is in half scale. I don't know why, it just is. I don't know. So I just... Whoops. There we go. Yeah, so there we are. About like that, which gives that building 2 stories. Yeah, good enough, good enough. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to copy and paste. And then just move it over. But this time, we're going to make it a little bit smaller. This one. That's the one thing about Blender that's weird. If I click on this building and copy it and then move the copy over here, for whatever reason, the first building is still selected. And I don't know why. It drives me crazy. All right. There's that. Oh, it's really skinny. Okay, we're gonna go about like that. Widen it up just a tiny bit, even though they're gonna kind of clip into each other. We're gonna move this down here, and same thing. Edit mode. Make sure I'm on the edge, click the edge I want to move, go straight up and down, and then boop, scooch it over. That easy. Easy peasy. Yep, there we go. Okay. To give the... Oh my god, why? Okay, thank you. Oh, let's turn on the floor to make sure that we still got the floor in the right spot. Yeah, that's good enough. Maybe we'll go a little bit higher with this one. Nope. I'm still in edit mode. Thank you. I want the whole thing moved up. Okay. Yeah, let's go a little bit higher. Yeah, about like that. Get a little bit of variation going on here. Yeah, that's good. That's good right there. All right, turn off defloor. Oh wait, no, let's turn D-floor back on. Oh yeah, see, that one's a little... Scooch that up just a tiny bit. And actually, you know what? Let's, because building D itself is pretty tall. And I don't really, so they didn't excavate this chunk here, so we're not really sure what's going on there. And looking at the magnetometry, yeah, that's a tough one. Not sure. Really not sure what's going on there. So, I don't know. We're just going to add another cube. Just do this sort of wall right here. And I think we'll probably just give this thing sort of like a porch, I guess. I don't know. Sounds good to me. I'm just making this up as I go along. Again, this is not the detailed portion of stuff. This is just the get it on paper, or I guess get it in here digitally, and then we'll screw around with it later when the time comes when we really need stuff to match up. Then we're good. Oh wait, I don't want to put that there. I want to put that here because I'm about to go like that. There we are. Oh, whoops. We want that to be half the height. Turn on D-floor. Okay. Let's sink this down just a tiny bit. There we go. Turn D-floor back off. And let's start molding this. I'm on edge. There we go. Well, I'm not on edge. I'm actually quite relaxed, but okay, so I actually want this to go to the other edge, to sort of stick to the other edge. So we grab this and we go, oh, then it's going to do all this where it like freaks out. Okay, yep, all right. Turn magnet off then. And we'll just, we'll just clip into the building. There we go. Clip into the building. It's fine. Grab this edge, straight up and down. We'll do about like that. No. We're going to do about like that. Sure. Yep, okay. And we'll move this one where we need to. We don't need to. Okay. We'll take this one. How do I want to do the porch? Oh, I know how to do the porch. Be all sneaky about this. Okay, copy, paste. Whoops, no. God, I hope that didn't do copy paste. What is cube 3? Oh, cube 3 is that wall. Okay. Why is it that wall? Okay, well, I don't care. Not important. Okay, so this, copy, paste. Make sure I am clicked on that. So what we want to do is we want to bring the height down. Let's go 1.8. And then scooch this way so it's below it. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Okay. And then we want to go... It's going to be basically like what I did over there with the stables. I'm just going to... This sounds dumb. I'm just going to go like boop, like that. And then we're going to bring it in. Just... I always do that. I keep doing that. All right. I'm going to bring it... Nope. It's this one. It's always the last one. Of course, it's always the last one. Why would you keep going once you find it? Anyways, here we go. So there's that. Okay. So then we're going to take that, copy it, paste it. And we're going to go... Oh my God. Cube 5. Going to go about like that. We're going to scooch you back to about there. And then we're going to make you wider like that. And you're like, but wait, it goes over this wall. It does. But watch this. So we're going to take this. We're going to add a modifier, generate, Boolean. I like to take the little eyedropper. Going to do that one. And then we're going to add another one. Take the eyedropper, do that one, and then we go up in here, right? This one, we're just going to put this as porch interior 1. Okay, and then what's the other one? This one? Yeah, porch interior 2. There we go. Easy. Porch interior 2, bam. Porch interior 1, bam. Oh, look at that. See, that's cool. Except for that. All right. Why did that happen? Oh, it's because of you. Okay. Let's fix that. Yeah, maybe good enough. Let's see. How's that look? Oh, that looks good. See, look at that. That looks good. Let's turn defloor back on. Ah. Yeah, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Yeah, keep in mind there's a big giant building right here too. So, okay. Easy. Next. These guys. We're going to basically do the same thing. But this time what I want to do before we get started is I've got defloor here. I want to put de-wall in. So there we are. Easy. That's 1 meter thick because remember, half scale height. Yep. 0.25. There we are. So now that's half a meter thick. Half a meter thick walls. I mean, that's pretty thick, but we'll go with it. And it's 2 meters high, which is fine. That needs to be about like that, and then it needs to be, whoops, always the wrong thing. And it just needs to be absurdly long. Yeah, keep it going. Okay. So we're going to put it basically running from this wall all the way to the end here. About like, hey, what do you know? About like that, but I'm going to have to adjust it again. Now, do we have proof that there was a wall here? Well, sorta. You see this little green dotted line here? Maybe that's sort of like a maybe sign. We're not too sure. But now I gotta rotate this bad boy. So we want it to be about like that, I think. How does that look from this side? Oh, that actually looks pretty good from that side. It looks like garbage over here, but that's okay because all we're gonna do here is we're gonna edit. Take this, zoom in, and just drop this bad boy down about like that. Oh, it's not up against the wall. Okay, well. Oh, because it's not... Angle is incorrect. Oh my god. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. There we go. Where you at? There you are. Just scooch that right up in there. So I know it's not along the green line here. It's fine. Again, this is just to sort of get an idea of what we're looking at. It does need to be longer though. And the stables need to be moved back. Well, no, because I'll just throw a wall in there too. It does need to be longer though. So we're going to go with, 29 meters exactly? No. No. 30 meters? Not 302. 30 meters exactly? No. Oh, but it is half scale, so that's actually, what is that? That's 48. All right, well, yeah. Nope, nope. There we go. All right. That'll have to do for now. For now, that'll have to do. Okay, so wall 1. Where are we at? Here we are. Wall 1 lower west wall. No, east wall. What am I doing? East wall. Thank you. Okay. So basically, we want another wall to eventually connect up with that one. Again, no real proof of this, but they liked their walls. So this is actually a pretty good bet. Wrong way. There we go. So yeah, pretty good bet that they're going to have walls lining their elite areas. Okay. Yes, I know it's too long. That's okay. 'Cause now we start pulling it back. Ooh, that's really close. Look at that. So this is 25.4. Let's try 25.2. How about just 25? Wow, that's another thing I've been noticing too. There's a lot of times where stuff like that happens a lot, where things are round numbers, which is pretty interesting. All right, so we want to go just a little bit shorter. There we are. Okay. Object mode, edit. And what we're going to do with this one, we're going to do vertex. I'm going to click on that bad boy. And we're going to try to get it to this edge. Let's see how much of a pain in the ass that's going to be. Oh yeah, it's grabbing the bottom edge. That's totally what I wanted it to do. Blender, why are you so stupid sometimes? Okay, you know, what if I just do this? What if I say this edge? While it freaks out. Look at that. It's just going crazy. Okay, we're going to undo that. We're going to turn the magnet off. So obviously it can't be trusted. We're just going to go there. Then we're going to take this one. We're going to turn the magnet back on, but we're going to do it on vertex because I want it to line up with... Oh, whoops. Would help if I actually turned the magnet on. That. Okay. We'll take the one down here. Oh, let's, there we go. We'll do that. There we are. And the floor doesn't line up. Not to worry. This is my life. Whoops. Edit mode. Okay. There we go. So we'll just grab it and scooch it like that. Yep. Just like, wait, what the hell happened here? See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, why did it drop down there? That makes no sense. It's right there somewhere. Nope, I want a vertex. It's like right there, right? Yep, there it is. See? Why did it do that? That makes no sense whatsoever. Drop this down just a tiny bit. So it doesn't come, so it clips through the wall, but doesn't, like, you know, get all weird. And we're going to do the same thing here. There we go. So this wall, which is stone, like big stones stacked on top of each other. And then this one's going to probably be plastered because why not? So that way the stone wall is still there. Okay. Yeah. Looking pretty good. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Let's go with this. Edit mode. We're going to go with that vertex. Turn on the magnet. We're going to go right there. We're going to take this one, go right there. We're going to get out of that object mode. We're going to take, what do we want to do? We want to do magnet to, we'll try the edge thing again. I don't think it's going to work. It's going to freak out. Yep, see, there it goes, freaking out. Why are you freaking out so much? Right there. Okay. I got it. Ha. Okay. This one, we're going to turn the magnet off. We're just going to, oops, we're just going to do this manually. Take it. We're just going to scooch it back, just like that. That's it. We're done. I'm not screwing around with it anymore. Okay. Object mode. Floor. Defloor. Get out of here. Okay. So we're going to put a building here and a building here. No, we're going to put a big building here, a little building here, a wall right there. So this is sort of like a enclosed plaza. And then it looks like from the magnetometry, it does look like there's another building here. Maybe. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do that, and then we're going to call it good. So scooch this over here. Like that. About like that. About like that. Okay. Easy peasy. Move that right up there. Give it a slight turn. About like that. Yep, okay. And same thing. Ooh. We're gonna object mode, edit, take the edge right there. And pretty much this is how I do it. This is how I gray box, as the industry likes to call it. That. Scooch that there. That. That. And we're going to move this here. About like that. There we go. Whoops. Object mode, we are going to make this. Let's do this. I mean, we can do the 8 meters high thing again, which is fine, right? So it's a complex, a big build. Oh, whoops. Let's turn defloor on. Oh, yep, it needs to come up. Oh, maybe not, because that's kind of on a slope. Yep, so it actually needs to come down just a tiny bit. You know, I might just do something I haven't done yet, which is take that face, go this way, and just go about like that. There we go. It's got that weird little hump there for some reason. I have no idea why. No idea. But it's okay, because once I get it in Unity, I can use the poly brush add-on, and I can sort of smooth out this floor. All right, speaking of the floor, let's get it out of here. All right, so we're going to put a short wall here. Yeah, just a short wall. Add. Cube. And there we go. Oh, crap. I'm in edit mode. If I do edit mode, it does weird stuff with that cube, so I don't want to do that. We're just going to do this. Okay. And we are going to rotate. Yeah. It's going to need to be a tiny bit thinner. There we go. Let's put this here. And let's go like that. Okay. And then let's turn on the floor. Yeah, see, look, it's not even there. It's hidden. We're going to go about like that. That is currently, what, 2 meters high? That's not bad. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. You know what? No, we'll do there. And we'll bump it up just a tiny, tiny bit. There we go. There. Okay. Turn off the floor. Now we need this building right here. And then we'll put in this building there. And then that'll be, I think, pretty much it. That seems a little high over here, though. Where is that at? That's at 4 meters. God, that seems high. Let's turn on the floor. I guess it's not that high. But do this. Can we move all of them? No, we can't move all of them down. Of course not. That would just be too easy. Why would we be able to do that? There we go. What if we did something like that? Oops. There we go. That looks better. Okay. I'm nitpicking at this point. I'm just trying to make it look interesting. So, you know. All right. Add. Cube. Also, the fair is going on this weekend. Well, it's been going on this whole week. And I thought about going. But then I remembered tomorrow is the premiere of the last episode of the Dead World Data Pack series, followed immediately by me doing a live stream. So I don't think I'll go to the fair. I think I'll hang tight at home and you know, and give you guys a taste of Dead World Data Pack. I'm pretty excited about it. I think you guys are gonna love it. I mean, it's already watching some of the folks play it so far. Like it's been pretty fun watching that, figuring things out, what they can and can't do, what is available, what isn't available. Yeah. And I know some people were expecting an archaeology type of thing, but that's not really what that is. So actually, let's do 4 meters tall. We're gonna do, right, turn on the floor. Oops, there we go. And it's floating. Okay. Oh, we might have to rotate that. Like that? Sure. Yeah, about like that. There we go. I don't know if I like that. Let's not rotate that. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. What if we did this? What if we did like what we did with the other one? We do that, and then we go into object mode, grab it by the face, and lift up. Yeah, about like that. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay, so then now let's just put this building here, and what I think I'll do is I'll do sort of a, what's going on there? Let's see here. It's weird because it actually looks like there's like 3 small buildings, one right here, one right here, and one right here. It's really weird. If I don't know if you can see that on the magnetometry map, it's probably too small. Yeah, it's kind of odd. But the problem that we run into is that because it's the magnetometry map, we don't have eyes or hands on any of that stuff, so we have no idea what time period that is. Because they went pretty deep with the probes. I think they went like a meter, I want to say, or something like that. Something close to that. And And yeah, so that could be anything. That could be middle Helladic, that could be late Helladic. We just don't know. So we're just gonna, again, this is just sort of hypothetical, just to give you the feel of what it is you're looking at. So yeah, so I think what I'll do, sort of like start here. That's about right. And we're gonna go like this. Sure. That works. Or maybe we go all the way back to here? I don't know. That seems a little excessive. Let's see what that looks like. Nope, wrong one. There we go. So if we have it like this, we just keep going back. So about like that. Ugh, I don't know about. I mean, I don't know. I've looked at some of the floor plans of some of the buildings at, like, you know, Utresis and a bunch of places like that, and 11 by 4.5. Well, actually, that's 22 by. Holy crap! That's 22 by 9. I guess, I don't know. That's. That seems a little excessive. I'll do about like that. There we go. Like I said, there's another building right here. So let's turn off the floor. Okay. Now, I can't show you the one map for D because it's a map that it's a very nicely made map, but it hasn't been published yet, and they kind of want to keep that as a surprise because that's kind of the cool part about archaeology, is that when you publish something, you can be like, "Here you go, bitches," and everyone freaks out and they think it's really cool. And so the map that I've got of that is incredibly detailed and it's very nicely done. But what's going on here is what gets really weird. So there is a floor right here, very nice floor, and then there's some like wall type stuff going on here. So I'm gonna pull it up in another window so you can't see it. Sorry. And then I'm gonna see if I can't build something that sort of matches what we're looking at. All right. My second monitor is getting really crowded. Okay. So it looks like this wall is legit. So it's this wall and then this little, oh, I guess it's kind of colored in a little bit. Yeah, so this wall, this, and this. And then, so this right here is like a hearth. So I'm going to build, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, all right. How does this sound? Let's do this. This is gonna get a little weird. Come here, you. All right. Hello and welcome. What's going on here? Well, we are building some stuff in Blender for the island of Mitrou. If you are not familiar with the Mitrou project that I'm working on, it is a virtual reconstruction of a Bronze Age settlement in central Greece. And it is actually part of my thesis for my master's. The general gist is we want to show the difference between what Mitrou was like before the elites showed up and then after they showed up, because it gets really pretty crazy real fast, kind of like my mouse work right now. Okay, what is going on here? Okay. So this is what I'm thinking. We can kind of see a little bit of the wall here. So what I think I want to do is I think I want to go like this. Where when you come in here, you got like this little waiting area. Or you can come this way. Or... no, that's stupid. That is just dumb. Why would you let me do that? Okay, we're going to do that instead. And I think we're just going to create this as a building. Yeah, a building, basically. So we're just going to go like that. Scooch this on over here. Because, again, building D is right here. And I think we're going to call that good right there. Yeah. So, building D is 8 meters tall. Well, we don't know how tall it is. But we're going to do this one half. Okay. And let me... can I pull in... okay, let's see if I can do this without... without giving anything away. Hold on. I gotta watch the screen here. Import FBX. Okay, you don't see him. All right, that's fine. Well, there's nothing here anyways. Building D low poly. Let's go ahead and import that. Oh, there it is. Okay, building D. So this is, oh my God, I keep clicking the wrong one. This is building D. It is, oh man, it's twice as, it's, okay, so building D is not going to work because it's freaking huge. It's double size than what I'm working with because I'm working in half scale. And I'm working in half scale because when I import this back into Unity, the half scale works for what I'm working on. And for whatever reason, when I export from Unity, or when I built this, I built it in this scale and it just like, yeah, it's massive. Okay. Well, let's get rid of this dude. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. This, that. Here, so you guys can see what I'm working with here. Okay. We're going to go with, wait, I have them over here, don't I? Okay, this is all roads. Good Lord. Got cameras all over the place. Okay. West door, upper walls. Okay. I want upper walls and the Sokla. Okay. And I need to, oh my God, it's not going to let me do it, is it? Okay, well, let's go with upper walls and we're going to go with, I just need to make them half size is what I need to make them. 4.075. That is what? That is 6.5 6.945, 6.945, close enough. 7.25 is 3.5 and 12.5, so that's 3.6. Oh my god, 3.625, right? Yeah, 3.625. Yeah, it looks like about half size. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of the floor. Okay, so again, 4.075, so 4.0, whoops, 075, 6.945, 6.945. And then this, because it's 3/4 of a meter tall, this is going to be 30, what is that? That's 35, 37.5. So 0.37, whoops, 375. There we go. Okay. See, this is why you should stay in school, kids. So you can do math in your head like that. Which I probably got something wrong, but that's okay. All right. Building D. Let's, you got to go here. And rotate. And that is close. Very close. What the hell is that? Oh. No, what is that? Why do I have a light? There's another light around here somewhere too? Okay, whatever. And I got the sun? Okay, whatever. I don't know what's going on here. I just work here, man. Okay. Let's get this down here. Oh, let's turn on the floor. D floor. Let's go ahead and do this so I can see everything that I'm working on. Okay, so building D, I think I might have gotten one of my measurements wrong, because building D should just sort of scooch in here. Oh, you know what? No, I didn't get my measurements wrong, because there's a short little wall section right there that I don't have rendered right now. Okay. That is as good as it's gonna get. Maybe. Let's go like. Okay, I think that's gonna be as good as it gets. So there is the building D complex. All right. So if you guys want to hang tight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this, and then we're going to add it into Blender. So I got this right here. So we're going to like that, and then we're going to scooch that over like that. Okay. All right, so hang tight. I'm going to go ahead and open this up, or I'm going to export. Well, no, here, we'll export it right now while we're thinking about it. So let's see what we don't want. We don't want the map. We don't need the map. So we're going to delete the map. We do not need the roads or the roads walls. Actually, we don't need any of the roads, because the roads are already in the Mitrou simulation. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to get rid of all those. Okay, we're still going to get... Here, let's turn everything on. That way I can see what the hell's going on. Okay, so the intersection, we can get rid of that. Plaza, we can get rid of that. This little wall section, that's gone. Road 3? Where the hell's Road 3? Don't care. Road 3 is... Yeah, wait, where is Road 3? Road 3 should be off over here. For some reason, it's not. Okay, whatever, we're getting rid of it. This upper wall, gone. Road 1 upper, gone. Nope, that one, gone. Light we don't need because we already got a light in the other ones. Sun we don't need. Upper walls, okay. Oh, this is building D, which actually we don't need building D because building D is already in the simulation. So there goes that and that. Okay. Stables, porch, what is this? No idea what that is. We're getting rid of it. There's the floor. So we're going to call this the kitchen. Actually, since this is the D complex, everything's going to start with D. D kitchen. What is cube 9? Cube 9 is D building 1. That's going to be the D shed. There's a lot of dick jokes here. Okay, this is going to be the D wall. What is this one? This one's going to be Big D building. Oh, that's going to be actually this one's going to be the South D wall. That one's going to be the East D wall. That's going to be the D porch. That's going to be the Skinny D building. Oh, it can't be another big D building. I guess it's going to be Medium D building. That's right, folks. Come for the education, stay for the dick jokes. Okay, that should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and export this. I'm going to see you in a little bit. Okay, so there we go. And in case you're wondering, yes, I am opening up Unity right now, and I will be turning off some of the sensitive material. Not that I don't trust any of you. It's just there's some scumbags out there who might find this this stream later on and decide that they want to go and, you know, do some bad things. So we're going to turn a lot of this off here. Good enough. And in fact, we're going to do, whoops. Oh my God, I did the wrong one. Okay. Let me go ahead and import this asset real quick, and then I will bring you back in, and you can see what I'm doing. And there we go. So welcome back. Hope you all can see this. Let me go ahead and scooch. This is the island of Mitrou so far. This is what I've got as part of the whoa, we are really twitchy all of a sudden. This is part of this is my master's project. Nice sky box too. I just put that in today. Looks really nice. So anyways, oh my god, the scroll wheel is like really twitchy. Okay, so what we were just working on was building D complex. There, oh my god, this is really, really twitchy. Okay, so here's building D. Okay. So there you go. And then there's a guy for scale. That guy right there is a little taller than he should be. He's like 6.5 foot tall, so I need to really dial him back. But that kind of gives you a scale of just sort of how big this island is. And in antiquity, this actually would have gone to the mainland. The mainland would be like somewhere right here. And so it's like a real short walk to get to the island, and you're in like ankle deep water. So anyways, yeah, so let's go ahead and get the D complex in. Okay, looking pretty good. Actually looking really good. Oh. Also, switching between Blender and Unity, I need to get I need to make the controls the same, because that initial sort of switch over is a little jarring. Okay, we're gonna do this. I mean, that is like absurdly close, right? I mean, that's really good. Okay, so we just need to come down a little bit. About like that. And over a little bit. Oh, too far. Nope, nope, nope. I don't know. That's looking pretty good. It's about like that. Oh, we do need to come down some more. Don't worry about this ground poking through, because we're gonna massage that out. Matter of fact, we'll massage that out right now. Whoa. What the? Why is it like that? What the hell is going on? Okay, well, whatever. I'm not really sure what this thing is deciding it wants to do, but okay. So we can do a little bit of sculpting here. Oop. Or not. We can actually just... I need to see the... There we go. Get this out of the way. You just kind of come through here and push the ground down. Okay, there we go. See? There we are. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, now this is a little bothersome, but that's okay. And then what we want to do is we want to raise the ground up just a little bit here. We're just going to raise it up to where it needs to be. There we go. Sort of just whoop. It does this weird little inflation thing. All right, so there we are. Just kind of bring it a little bit more this way. If it wants to cooperate. Sometimes the poly brush, for some reason, does not want to cooperate. So we bring this up a little bit more. There we go. And I know it looks a little weird and sort of out of place, but what we'll end up doing is we just then take the smoothing brush right after this. Go over and do the smoothing. Oh, you can't see the little window for the smoothing brush. It's there, I assure you. Then we just kind of go back and forth, and this sort of smooths everything out and brings the other terrain sort of up to meet it. See, it just sort of smooths everything. Sometimes it goes a little too overboard, like right here on the corner. That's okay. We'll fix that. We just take multiple passes to get this all smoothed out. Then we go right back to the lifting brush. We come here. Sort of lift this up again. Take the smoothing brush. Scooch off a little bit so that this actually comes up to that level, and then yeah, we just keep doing this back and forth until we get it all smoothed out and looking good. See, there we go. Now, let's go ahead and do move that magnetometry map. Okay, so what I want to do now is I basically want to take, I got this whitewash here, and the whitewash material is basically the same material as the roads. So, and I mentioned the walls earlier about being stone, so there they are right there, they're stone. It's a little, everything looks a little plastic, but that's okay for right now. It's fine, we'll fix that later. Oh, need to bring that down a bit. So I think what we'll do for these, okay, so whoops. So that needs to be turned off. This also needs to be turned off. So there's our porch. Ooh, with some soil popping out, but that's okay. We'll fix that again. We'll fix that later. This wall is running north-south. I have a north-south wall material, which is right here, I think. Yeah, north-south wall material. Is it floating? Are these buildings floating? Oh, that wall is floating. And, oh, that's bizarre. Okay, well, we're going to bring that down then. I don't know why that wall is floating. I'll go about like that. And this building is floating too. Weird. Sometimes the transition over to Unity from Blender is a little weird. So we're going to do that. Turn that off. Okay, so that's the interior of the stables. Oh. Again, you can't see this window for whatever reason. But I'm going to get in here and I'm going to smooth that out. There we go. While I'm at it, I'll smooth out this one too. All right, there we are. Okay. and turn that off. So what I want to do is I want to take this building right here and clay plaster is the name of that one. And then I'm basically just gonna apply, whoops, clay plaster to all these buildings. And because I've already set up the texture in another program or on the other buildings, it's just gonna plop right on in with no problem. Oh. And for these walls, you know what, we'll do the same walls as the other ones with the stone. Even though I said we'll probably do it plastered, we won't. So this is east-west. So the tri-planar wall, east-west, there we go. Tri-planar wall, north-south, there we go. If you're wondering why they're labeled like that, is because if you look at how these stones are, how these are laid like vertically or horizontally, and these are laid horizontally, if I were to take, like, well, here, watch. If I had to take east-west, see, now they're vertically, which is funky. And if you want to know how I got there, I'll show you. This is the shader graph for that. Is that absurd or what? That is crazy. Of course, I didn't do this myself. I actually asked for help from ChatGPT because I don't know how to do any of this crap. Same thing with the whitewash was easy. That one, I probably could have figured that one out. And then there's this one to get the cliffs in there. This one to make sure that the textures are rotated properly. Yeah, it's crazy. But anyways, yeah, so there you go. Okay, so here we are. That is building D's complex. So yeah, pretty cool. Let me go ahead and, there you go. Oh, I see a little bit of soil sticking out. See, and this is basically what I do while I try to figure. Oh, it's right there. I just hit smooth, and there we go. Done. Oh, let me turn that off. You know what, though? The building complex here is just a little too tall. Because there's this little gap right here. And if you're bringing your chariot in, you're going to hit that gap. Don't look at that gap. That gap we'll figure out later. But this gap right here needs to come down. So why don't we try... Oh. Well, now there's a gap going the other way. Okay, so 3.5 and there was 5. So let's try 2. 3.52. No. 3.51. Hold on, 3.5 still gave us the gap going the other way, didn't it? Oh. Oh, you know, I deleted all those roads, but I think I might have actually fixed those roads. That was stupid. Maybe I can go back and not delete those roads or put them back in somehow. Anyways, yeah, so there's that. I can always just redo the roads too. Oh, since I came down, there's more of this. So yeah, this is just going to be my evening now, just sort of back and forth, doing this until it finally, you know, behaves itself. But, yep. There we go. Do here, do here, do there. Oop, looks like there's a little bit right there. Yeah. Yeah, probably shouldn't have deleted those roads. Now that I think about it, because I did. That's all right. That's fine. I'll figure it out. I can always, I guess, rotate that too. But anyways, yeah, so there it is. So there's the elite complexes at Mitrou. What do you think? Kind of neat. Obviously, we're going to be doing some more stuff. We're going to be putting houses all throughout here, houses all throughout here. There's going to be NPCs walking around, having conversations in ancient Greek with some what we call kind of like archaizing, I guess, where we bring back some of the old pronunciations for stuff and some of the old letters, stuff like that. But yeah, that's sort of what I got going on. That's the project. So yeah, and eventually what'll happen is you'll be able to sort of wander this place and sort of check things out, and kind of see what's going on. Yeah, there's a guy. This person here is actually there we go. Is actually more like proper height. This person here is 5'7". But yeah, you'll be able to sort of walk around and sort of see what's going on and listen to people, going about their daily life and stuff like that. And all the while, I'm going to be an NPC in here, and I'm going to be telling you about what you're looking at. And I think if I can get away with it, I think I'm going to try to put this up on Steam too when I'm done, because I don't think anyone's ever put their master's thesis on Steam. People have done master's thesi, whatever, on Steam, but they've never put one on Steam. And so, yeah, maybe I'll do that, so everyone else can sort of experience it in VR. Anyways, that's it. Now is the awkward part where I try to end this in a graceful way. But there really is no way to end this gracefully.